Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to have a look at Endgame number 63 from the book 100 Endgames You Must Know by Jesus de la Villa. This is about the imperfect cut along the rank. As you can see, this is the bishop pawn. The king is actually one rank ahead of the pawn and the rook is cutting off the king. Now this is, if it's black to move, this is winning, it's drawing for black. First we'll see what happens if black makes an incorrect move, such as rook c7, like a waiting move. If that's the case, king b4, the only winning move. After rook c8, c5 is played, and king d5, rook d6, and king e5. Can you recognize this position? Well, this is the perfect cut which we had a look in the previous endgame, endgame 62. And after king b5, rook b8 and rook b6, this is winning for white. If you're not sure how to win this, please have a look at endgame 62. It gives a good idea of how to win this position. Now also going back to this position, instead of rook c8, what happens if black plays king d4? Then rook d6, king e5, and c5 is played, and as you can see, the king is defending the pawn is defending the rook, and this is also the same position of the perfect cut. Perfect cut means the pawn and the king are on the same rank, and the rook is actually cutting off the king along this rank. Now going back to original position, this is not a perfect cut. The main reason is the king is one rank ahead of the pawn and the rook is cutting off the king. So in this kind of position, if it's black to move, black can draw this position. The correct move is rook b8, and after rook g6, a waiting move, rook b7, and then to make any kind of progress, white has to play c5. So if white plays c5, now you can see the pawn and the king are on the same rank and the rook is cutting off the king. The only problem is after king d5, the pawn is undefended, and as you can see, the pawn will fall soon. Now going back to this position, instead of c5, what if to reach the perfect cut, what if white plays rook g5? Well, that's very good, but the only problem is now the king can go forward. So for example, king can go here, and after that, if the king is coming in front of the pawn in this kind of position, it's actually a draw. To sum up, if the defending king is one rank ahead of the pawn, then it's most likely a draw. The correct technique here is rook b8, rook g6, rook b7, c5, and king d5. And as you can see, the pawn is undefended and this endgame is drawish. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe, and it's bye for now.